Hi and Assalamualaikum. So me and my group members would like to present about financial statement analysis of two company which is Daya Material Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad. So for profitability ratio, we can compare between Daya Material Berhad and Velesto Energy Berhad. We can see that profitability ratio of Daya Material Berhad portrays a better ratio for operating net margin and worse in net profit margin. However, profitability ratio in Velesto Energy Berhad both shows a loss. As gross profit margin increase, the better for the firm would be, and the increasing of net profit margin shows the firm is more efficient at converting sales into profit.
Liquidity ratio. We have current ratio and quick ratio. Daya Material Berhad has shown that from 2016 to 2018, the current ratio and quick ratio is decreased. Velesto Energy Berhad shows increasement in both current ratio and quick ratio from 2016 to 2018. The higher the ratio is better. It shows Velesto Energy Berhad can pay its liability or current debt obligation better than Daya Material Berhad, and the Velesto Energy current asset can cover enough to pay the current liability better than Daya Material.
Solvency ratio for debt ratio shows Daya Material Berhad better performance than Velisto Energy Berhad. From the table, we can see that Daya Material Berhad give a lower ratio because the lower the ratio are better, as it is considered better at borrowing money, while propriety ratio shows a high propriety ratio indicates a strong financial position of the company and greater security for creditors. In this case, Velisto Energy Berhad give a good result than Daya Material Berhad.
Companies with lower profitability and margin are more prone to accounting fraud. The drastic decrease from 2016 to 2018 in liquidity ratio for Daya Material Berhad should be analysed for fraud indicator. Appropriate accounts such as current liability and asset should be examined in details. Daya Material Berhad has a weak solvency and excess debt. Sooner or later, it may fall into temptation of fraudulent. Lower profitability may provide management with an incentive to overstate revenue, resulting in a profit margin ratio that is abnormally high. This shows fraud is committed. So,
For operating segmental based on MFRS 8, Velesto Energies Group is organized into operating segment based on nature of services, where the segment managers report directly to the president, who regularly review the result of the segment, while Diamaterials Group is organized into operating segment based on operating activities, where the segment managers report directly to the management of the company, who regularly review the segment results. Velesto Energy measures its initial measurement at fair value plus in the case of financial asset, and its subsequent measurement at financial asset at amortized and financial assets at fair value through profit or loss, whereas Diamaterial measures its initial measurement by derecognizing the instrument of MFRS 9 as at 1st January of 2018, and its subsequent measurement at amortized cost of fair value on the basis of entity's business model.
Now we will look at foreign operation MFRS 121. The effect of changes in foreign exchange requires an entity to record a foreign currency transaction on initial recognition in its functional currency by applying to the foreign currency amount, the spot exchange rate between the functional currency and the foreign currency at the date of the transaction. Now let's look at foreign operation by Daya Material Berhad. When consolidate the financial statements, the result and financial position of each group entity are explained in RM, which mean Ringgit Malaysia, which is the functional currency of the company. The disclosure for exchange differences are recognized in profit or loss in the period in which they arise. Goodwill and fair value adjustment on identifiable assets and liabilities arising on the acquisition of a foreign operation are treated as assets and liability of the foreign operation and translated at the rate of exchange prevailing at the end of each reporting period. Next is foreign operation by Valesto Energy Berhad. When there are transactions in currency other than the company's and its subsidiaries, functional currency will be converted into functional currency at rates of exchange at the transaction dates. The disclosure of the financial statements of foreign subsidiaries are translated at year-end exchange rates with respect to the assets and liabilities, and at average exchange rates for the year which approximately.
Okay, next for related party disclosure. The objective of MFRS 124 is to ensure that financial statements contain the disclosure necessarily to draw attention to the possibility that the reported financial position and the result may have been affected by the existence of related parties and by transaction and outstanding balance with related party. Okay, for Daya Material Berhad, it shows that the amount due from subsidiaries is 166,968,747 is deducted with the amount of allowance for doubtful debts at 164,712,856 and the total is 2,255,890. So, at the time of transaction, the disclosure provides useful information to external users regarding the settlement of related party transaction, even if the parties are no longer related at the end of the reporting period. At the end of reporting period, but not related at the time of transaction, the disclosure enables users of the financial statements to assess the potential impact of the related party relationship on the future financial position and performance of the reporting entity. Okay, next for Valesto Energy Berhad, it shows that Valesto Malaysia Venture Sdn Berhad is one of Valesto Energy Berhad subsidiary. So, the company is located at Malaysia. The principal activity of this subsidiary is investment holding. The proportion of ownership of this subsidiary is 100%. When control exists, the disclosure should include all entities that were the parents or ultimate controlling parties of the reporting entity for any part of recording period or at the time of issue of the financial statements.
Comments on compliance of MFRS. MFRS standards set out the overall consideration for the presentation of financial statement, guidelines for their structure and minimum requirements for the content of financial statement to follow. Financial statements are to provide the financial information to the entity which give to the shareholders in making decision. The preparers of financial statements should review their disclosure and critically consider to determine whether they have met the standard disclosure of MFRS. They must be compliant to the framework to enhance the quality, credibility and transparency of financial information in order to increase their company credibility.